It's been 3 years since we last saw Kratos on a screen bigger than a PSP, but the long wait is finally over, as Sony Santa Monica's much anticipated God of War 3 is here. The final piece of the God of War puzzle is arguably one of the best looking games not only on the PS3, but any console to date, and has brought with it all the blood and gore fans have come to know and love.
Kratos!
Point blank, the game looks phenomenal. It clearly rivals that of Uncharted 2, with huge scaled environments and gigantic creatures walking around in the distance. Killing enemies has never looked so good as it does in 1080 HD. The sound of Kratos' fists slamming into countless enemies never gets old. There are even some points where you'll be cringing at seeing the horrible ways Kratos chooses for his enemies to die. And I'm looking at you, Cyclops. Everything just looks fantastic and is easily one of the best looking games to date on any platform. Oh, and virtual boobs are very plentiful throughout the game. If you're like me, you don't pay much attention as to why Kratos is killing all the people he is killing. You just want to keep killing. Some people do enjoy a story, however, and God of War does have one. The Titans have wronged Kratos and he wants revenge. He is seeking to find his father Zeus and kill any god that stands in his way. And I really do mean any god. You'll be killing Hermes, Helios, Hercules, and everybody else that starts with an H. And they're all pretty devastating, to say the least, and none of them are anything like the last one, so you'll be getting a nice wide variety. The story is nothing like, a Metal Gear Solid 4 or a Final Fantasy type game, but it gets the job done, and it's just basically there to just get you from your next killing, whatever you want to call it, to the next. So it does what it has to do. As ever, returning are the great combos, horrifying finishing moves, and quick time executions that made God of War a household name. Also returning are the orbs that allow you to level up your combos and abilities, which are acquired by opening orb chests or killing enemies. You also have the chance to take on each god that you kill's ability. For example, you'll get 9-foot tall Hercules' fist glove things after you smash his face into a bloody pulp as Aphrodite looks on. Everything comes together great, just as you'd expect in a God of War game. The one gripe I have is that the jumping can get a little iffy, as it's always been, with a fixed camera, but it's never enough to make you want to turn the game off. Nothing is perfect, and God of War is the same. Overall, if you love the God of War games on the PS2 and PSP, you'll love God of War 3. It continues with the if it ain't broke don't fix it mentality, by not really bringing anything new to the table. That isn't necessarily a bad thing though, as the game is fun as ever. The fantastic HD visuals alone make it worth a purchase, and if you love the button mashing, this is right up your alley. Again, the jumping components are a little tough, but not a game breaker. This is easily up there with the top PS3 exclusive on the market today, showing once again that the PS3 is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Read Bobby Holt's full review on thewarpzone.wordpress.com and check there daily for news, reviews, impressions, and a whole lot more.